Wow. Wow. Another episode. Hopefully there's audio. Last time I did this whole welcome to the show, and no one heard me.
They can all hear you right now. They
I don't
can
know
hear
if
you
they can.
perfectly.
I don't know if they
Look at them
can.
responding to you.
Okay.
Look at them saying, wow, just like Dan is saying,
just
wow.
like I said, wow.
Nice.
Listen.
Okay.
Welcome to a bonus episode.
A bonus. What's the difference between a bonus episode and a bonus episode?
A bonus episode is decided to happen within 24 hours of the creation of the bonus episode.
Amazing.
So
Why don't you have your hat today? Did we abandon it after last episode?
no, because it was raining.
You got two compliments
Yeah.
for not wearing the hat.
No,
and now
but
you're just done with it.
No, I'm not
You're that
done.
easily
It
persuadable.
will be back. It was just raining a lot, and leather and water is not good. So.
Okay.
No hat today, unfortunately, but that is what it is. But today we have a very special guest, and I say special in
The most derisive way possible.
the mentally special, like we call people that have extra chromosomes special. We have Mr. Lycan, the werewolf.
Oof.
That's his furry name. Lycan, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to all the new viewers?
Listen, guys, if you don't know who I am by this point, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm glad to be here in front of the camera instead of behind it, which I might do a little better at.
You're really going to talk that quietly the whole time to fuck my shit up. That's good. I'm glad. No, that's
Hey,
okay. No,
but you know what?
No,
but
talk
I
at
know
the
what to
volume.
do when I
at the
talk
volume.
into the fucking microphone, so
That's
it shouldn't
true.
be that bad.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So we do have a new stream set up, and I'd like to say that if it's good, it was my idea, but if it was bad, Steven did it entirely without any of my input whatsoever. So if there's any problems, that's Steve's fault, and whatever looks good and is doing better, that's because of me, because of my
Nice.
my soft touch.
I changed everything last night. I think the only thing I would say I like now my background is cute. Fuck you.
Okay.
I think it is cuter now.
So
I got the
have to
gnome
make
guys.
mine cuter somehow?
We need like one, just like a poster in the top right of your back
Like
angle.
a kitty cat, the one that says hang in there.
Look, yeah.
Oh
And then
my
you're
God.
good, I think.
Yeah, that would look great for bridges.
This
Why
is
do they say
chaotic.
I'm out of focus? Are they lying? I look...
You're fine.
You're
Yeah.
fine. Nope.
Fuck
Because I
you.
changed the f-stop to 3.0 instead of 1.8, so now I've got a little bit more depth when you
well-
move around like a retarded fucking worm.
I do.
And you're
I
gonna
do
be,
like to move around. Well,
Yep, and now you're in focus the whole time. You will. Wait, how do you like to move around? Show us that again?
no, I don't think I will.
That was a
actually,
really well
No,
practiced-
I don't think I will do that again. Actually. Okay. Well.
The only thing I would say,
What?
this window is a lot of light.
It is a lot of light. Look at that. Oh God! Look at it bathe my face.
It's a little angelic.
Oh, also, there is another special guest on this show today.
No,
And
there's not.
And that's the people above us that are doing construction.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
The working men.
That's what happens when you decide to do the show at a kind of an earlier hour. So, it is what it is, you know?
Well, it's all right. I've been here, and the people over there like fucking middle of the day while setting shit up. So
Nice.
you know.
That's a benefit. That's a positive, if you will. They
They can't hear that. Don't worry.
Oh, sorry. They can't hear it, but I can hear it. Perfect. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. Before we get too into it, we should address how fucking boring the DNC is, huh? Pretty boring.
It's okay.
But you have to do it, huh? You got to.
Here's a few things I will say.
Yes.
Serious things.
Thank you.
2 serious things. Okay, ready?
Yes, followed by one unserious thing.
Okay. The first serious thing is disabled people can work in all sorts of environments. And if you want to have like positive representations of diversity, you need to show disabled people in things that they can excel at, because that makes it so that everybody's more likely to accept them. Okay. So for instance, if you got a guy who's crippled or handy incapable, whatever the fuck they call it, his legs don't fucking work. Okay. Right. Show him, hacking at a desk job or some shit. It's like, oh my God, look, even though this motherfucker's in a wheelchair, he can type. That's crazy. Diversity, that's good, right? Or a guy with a speech impediment, right? Show him, doing a sign language interpreter. Like, oh my God, look, there's like
You think
places
people
where
with
it's-
speech impediments are reduced to only doing sign language?
I'm just saying,
ASL?
you show people that have
It's like, well-
disabilities, you show that they can excel in other areas. What you don't do,
Yeah.
did you watch the guy with ALS on stage?
No, it's ASL. No, it's not.
ALS.
It's okay, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I thought ALS is- that's like
Dan would be the guy
Lou
doing
Gehrig's
the
disease.
sign language
Isn't it?
because he has a speech impediment.
Yeah.
So the guy on stage,
Why do you need to do sign language if you have a speech impediment?
that was just an example job.
Okay.
He talked like this, okay?
Yeah.
But the lady put a mic in front of him to have him grunt out some goon language, and then afterwards she would speak like she was translating for him. And I'm like,
Okay, first of all, if you listen back, you can hear some of the things he's saying. Like, he says, we met at the Obama, whatever.
No, wait.
Like,
you know what? Hold on, wait.
Can we-
Dan is going to be the first to listen. Dan, why don't you go and listen to this guy, and you tell me if you're going to interpret. Go ahead.
All right. Where's link it to me in chatters. Go ahead. Any linkers? Dan can't stream. Look how fast this guy is.
Ban that guy. Wait, ban for 180 days if that's a troll link.
Okay. Toad Swucked.
Oh, God. Pause it.
Okay.
Maximize it. Hold on.
Okay. Let's go back to the
They
beginning.
need the,
Why am I watching the Destiny clip of
Good
this?
question, but listen. Okay, Dan, translate. Okay, go ahead.
I gotta wait for the construction above.
complete
So-
quiet,
Go
max
ahead.
volume.
No. Yeah, go ahead. Translate, Dan.
Max volume. All right, hold on. Oh, here we go.
Oh, God. Pause. What do you say, Dan?
I have no fucking
No.
idea.
First minute, though,
Come on,
Obama
you
Biden
can't-
campaign. He fucking said it. I heard it.
Are you?
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the issue I have.
You're
You were
retarded.
falling into the fucking trap that you fucking joked about last night, okay? I knew a dude.
Do you think that I was trying to be like, oh yeah, he was saying that like this is the.
Wait. Let's give Dan one more shot. Listen to his next sentence. Let's give Dan. Try real hard. Pretend I'm gonna go get my guns, all of them upstairs, and aim them at your head. And I'm gonna say, Dan, try this. Go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for the
No.
sawzalling
That
to
shouldn't
stop.
matter.
Okay. Just don't talk.
Okay. No. Don't play the same one. No, because now he's spoiled what this one means, and you're gonna remember. No. Pause. No. Pause. Click minimize. I can help you navigate the computers. Okay. There you go. Now click out of that.
Out of this.
No. Just click in the dark space.
Oh, you
below
want me
left
to
click.
continue?
Okay, now it's going to load the whole bot. Okay,
Yeah.
now push the right arrow on the keyboard 2 times. On the keyboard, your keyboard, that's what your fingers go on. There you go. 1, 2. Okay, now you're going to maximize it by pushing the 4 corners thing down there.
Thank you.
You're going to left click with the mouse on the video, and you're going to wait till he speaks again. Go ahead. You got it. You're doing great.
Wow.
We found our way there because
Push the right
we
button on the
believe
arrow.
in the
No, okay, back a little. I'm sorry. Okay, now translate the next one. Listen carefully.
then
Now pause. Wait. She's spoiling.
I want to thank you for. Is it?
Listen to her translation.
Okay. Well, let me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, skip back 45 minutes. Good job, Dan.
Why are your VODs
Yeah.
so long?
Because I'm actually working out here, okay?
Oh, my.
I'm doing work out here. Anyway, forget it. It doesn't matter.
No,
Okay.
I
The
can go
whole
there.
point. The whole point.
I'm going. Okay, I clicked out of the VOD.
God.
Okay.
Is that the... Is she
All right, shut up and let me.
on the Obama-Biden campaign. We found our way there because we believe in the power of organizing. Then
Pause,
we
pause it.
found each other.
You're not...
I already said what I thought it was. Like, I want to thank you or something.
No, they said then we found each other. The point is this.
Hey, wait, you finally what?
Then we found each other.
The fuck?
They met at the fucking campaign. Hold on. Fucking, I'm gonna take us down Serious Street, and I'm gonna ruin this fucking whole podcast. So, I knew a dude in the Marines who got ALS like right after he got out, and like near 10 years to the day of his diagnosis, he fucking died. But he announced his own fucking death on Facebook. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm dying," blah blah blah, whatever. And 3 days later, he was gone. But he was cognizantly there. He was capable. I think it is like, whatever you feel about it, you can feel they shouldn't have done it, but like it's probably a little humanizing that she wasn't just like, hey, I'm gonna wheel you out there, I'm gonna fucking speak for you, or I'm not gonna let you go out there, but I'm gonna do this. And I assume that fucking what's his name, Hawking, Stephen Hawking's like technology is like, because IBM designed that shit, so not everyone
Stephen
can have
Hawking
that.
didn't talk.
Hold on, he had a computer that do it, so I assume most people can't. But I assume that it was a little bit of a fucking like respectful thing.
Why
like,
even have this
I'm not
dude
gonna
here in the
force
first
you to
place?
speak for
So
yourself.
here's the thing, okay? I think having the guy is fine, okay? As a mother with Alzheimer's disease, this organization is also, or they talk about like
This is
funding
Alzheimer's?
research for this. No, this
That's
is ALS,
ALS.
but they also fund for other diseases.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Probably. Isn't that what ALS is?
I think so. That's what I said earlier. I'm very smart. Go ahead.
It's just like, I feel like sometimes you're like an LLM that just matches on. If you hear something that you can like, like I was talking to Lycan, it's like, oh yeah, so 2 + 2, and then you'd be like, that's 4, by the way. You just like say, that's math also. You just like
I
say
like it.
random. Okay.
It's like Siri when it
you're
turns
just
on.
matching on random words.
The
Thank you.
RNC
Yeah.
insult towards
Okay.
Vivek against me. Thank
Any
you.
other random contributions you want to make?
Do you want to call me ChatGPT again? I know that's a recent.
No, it's Cloud.
Okay,
apparently.
well, that's a recent insult from you. That's fine.
It's fine to have people like this. I think it would be even fine to bring them on stage, but you would either do like a prepared video or you would have somebody speak for him, because clearly he does not excel at speaking, and this is a speaking event.
But the people who are having the reaction that you're having are the ones that need to fucking like grow the fuck up and not like be weird about it.
It's weird because it's funny, because he sounds like he's gooning. That's funny. I'm sorry. But if you bring a guy up here, like, it would be like having me come up as people that have issues with S, and you make like the V for Vendetta speech for me, but in all S's to show that I can do it, while my jaw is trying to leave my fucking face, okay? That's not like a humanizing, it's not humanizing. You're setting him up for disaster, because everybody's gonna fucking rail this dude, okay? And then it's obviously not an area that he can
And you know
excel
what
very
accounts I
well.
woke up to doing that shit?
What?
Were the fucking conservatards.
Yeah! Do you remember when Riot, or it was CSGO, I should have found who did this, when somebody tried to do a thing celebrating women in gaming, and they had like an event for it or something, and I think 5 out of 6 of the women were trans women. And I'm like, why would you do that? You're setting everybody up here for failure. You must understand that. Anyway, I think it's awesome that people with ALS and people with Alzheimer's disease and everything are living longer, that they're finding cures and everything. Cures, not just treatments, but even cures. I think that's awesome. This is just not an appropriate venue for this demonstration, I think.
I think it's just because the public isn't ready to understand that and they don't communicate it here. But I think if you look a little deeper, that's the whole point, is like showing respect and deference. Like,
that's not the point, though. The point of this event is to hype your party up to go and vote.
no, the point of this act in particular.
But that's not appropriate for here, right? Imagine if you brought like an awesome new treatment for like erectile dysfunction. That's not, you don't need that here. It's not appropriate for this venue. I don't think it's appropriate for this venue.
A fucking difference on those two subjects.
I would assume that the point of this event is a massive hype show to get people fucking hyped up.
Exactly, yes.
So you should be trying to appease all sorts of demographics out there. And like the demographic of people who are like this
Hyped up from this?
is going to be like nothing.
You know what we call
It's
this?
like
This is a buzzkill.
The handy-capable vote is going to fucking carry this election. That's the point of this.
I don't think so.
That was a joke.
Yeah, but this is also like, I don't know. This is not good. It's not good to have this dude on. I wouldn't have done it. I would have replaced it with, who would I have replaced it with? It would have been something.
A comedian.
No, there's something. There
are people. Group. There's at least one guy with.
You could focus on one group and like have that guy up there and be like, yeah, I'm this dude, and then you'd have all those other dudes be like, fucking A. That's
no.
it.
There's a guy with. It's like not spina bifida. What the fuck am I thinking of? What's the thing where your spine is like a little bit fucked?
Hunchback disease.
Fuck me, bro. What is it called?
Scoliosis?
Yes, scoliosis. No, but not just scoliosis. Is it MS? There's one that also leaves you with a speech
MS.
impediment too. I might be thinking of MS, but they're like comedians that like joke about this and laugh about this, and you could bring these people on. They're good speakers. They're funny. You don't feel like awkward. I don't ever want to feel awkward watching somebody with a disability. It feels bad, and it feels bad to the people with the disability. Like it's awkward.
Why? Let me ask you. Why are they doing? Where are you going?
It's cold in here. I don't know why this is so fucking cold.
It is a fucking sauna in here every time I come in after a podcast.
It is not a sauna in here.
You turn it up to like 77.
Yeah, because
It's in Miami.
it's cold right now. I'm cold. Keep going, Dan.
Well, I forgot what I was saying.
Good. It probably wasn't important.
It probably was important. It's just I'm easily derailed.
Oh, I'm thinking of cerebral palsy. Thank you.
Okay. How do you feel about the DNC being all like,
Oh,
I'm not done talking?
I know. That's why I didn't say anything.
You did say something. You said, oh.
I can't help it. It's called a
can you-
spontaneous utterance. I can't help it.
I understand that. But your oh is now like I'm not going to engage at all with what you're going to say and be like, I just thought of something.
I like doing that. You know why I like doing that? Is because when I say that, the chat knows that I'm about to say something really cool, and it puts a lot of pressure on you to say something. And now you, even if you don't consciously recognize it,
No, you're not gonna engage at all
You've
with what I
got
have to
pressure
say.
now. Yeah, because you know I'm not going to engage with you because I'm just going to skirt right past it. And you know if what you say isn't really entertaining,
It is
chat's going to be like,
entertaining.
hurry up,
It is
Dan, get
entertaining.
over with it so we can
It's
hear
not
Destiny's
true.
cool thing.
It's not true. First off, what I'm saying is going to be entertaining.
Okay,
and
go
it's
ahead.
Gonna be true. How do you... You don't get to do it twice. Okay, that's not fair. That said, how do you feel that this DNC seems to have been very... Well, now we're all country down here. We're country folk playing country songs, going out there to the people.
Because Hillary Clinton made the mistake in 2016 of forgetting middle America, and country music is very, very popular in middle America.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's Georgia.
Georgia?
It's there in Georgia. That's the South. That's the real South. Not like us in Florida who are in the fake South. That's the real South.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little bit of South at the north of Georgia, ironically, but then you go further south and it's...
How would you define the southernism of a country? State, not
What do
a
you
country.
mean? It's a culture thing.
Yeah. What are the defining characteristics of if you're in the South or
Grits
not?
and cornbread and collard greens.
Well, I mean, there's culture. I mean, there's food, music. What do you want? You want like specific?
Yeah, like what's the difference between North and South Carolina as far as being more southern?
Isn't it the difference is the Mason-Dixon line or whatever? I'm just kidding. I don't actually know where
it's probably the answer. Yeah. All right. Well,
fuck. We're North and before they were both south of the Mason. Do you know if North and South Carolina were divided by the?
Well, I think it was Maryland. Like
that's how far north it went.
Yeah, I think it was Virginia. I think, and then south.
Man, that was a lot of slavery. Man, wow, that's a lot bigger of a.
America does a lot of it.
Well, we did a lot of it.
Hey, on slavery.
Oh yeah, it is in Virginia. I knew that. I was fucking with you guys. Go ahead.
On slavery, I was watching. You might have some.
Did you think North Carolina and South Carolina were called that because of?
No, obviously North Carolina is in the South. Obviously,
It's pretty. That's a pretty southern state.
I'm gonna be honest. I was like 32 years old when I learned that
honest.
West Virginia was a state. I didn't even. That's just wild to me.
You think there's an East Virginia?
I mean, there's Virginia.
Okay, but is there an East Virginia?
Well, technically, Virginia is the East Virginia.
No, hold on. None of you, just to be clear, none of you have ever heard the term Middle West before, right?
No. Middle West?
Midwest.
No, Midwest.
Okay, just checking.
Who says
one
Middle
thing?
West?
If you want to be really cute, I think that if you make jokes that have like a tinge of like sarcasm or irony, I don't think bots are good at picking that up yet, and I think you can pick out bots based on that. So, I made a joke about like that feel when you drop a beautiful bouquet of flowers off to your girlfriend and then you take them out to her at recess. Obviously, the joke being I'm a pedophile. And I noticed that
jokes, of course.
A ton of the replies were like, "Oh, how many other guys fucked her first and shit?" And I'm like, really? Now, there were like a couple and the guys were just trying to make cuck jokes. I get it, but there were so many. I think it was a lot of bots. And they picked up on like just some of the words. And so they did the cuck jokes. But Trump was making a speech and he used that phrase. Put chat on the screen also, by the way, because that's supposed to be on the screen when we're not doing.
Yeah.
So I think Trump made a speech and he referred to the Midwest as the Middle West, which blew my mind. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase in my entire life. And then I tweeted out, I was like, Middle West. And then I put like 8 of the laughing, crying faces.
Sure.
And I got like 30, 40, 50 responses of people saying, what do you think MID stands for? I bet they were all bots.
All of them.
I think so. Or like 80, 90% or all of them. No, I think all of them.
I don't know if I think they were bots. I think they're just pedants.
No, I think they were bots. I think I think the botting problem on X is so much worse than I originally imagined. I think it's huge.
Yeah.
And the DNC is in Chicago,
what's funny
guys, not Georgia.
They're all verified.
True. Man, that sure didn't matter much.
No.
Wait, how much does verification cost money?
Yeah.
$8, $11 a month.
It can't possibly be that much. Impossible.
It was $8 originally.
Or sorry, $84 a year.
It was $8 originally per month, and then $11 they bumped it up to.
That's so expensive. I refuse to believe that. I'm
What
telling you
part
right
of it
now,
are you
that
not-
can't possibly be real.
What part of it do you not believe?
That somebody would pay that much to have a single botted account.
Well, first off,
What's it called? Twitch what? Or Twitter?
blew. Like you blew my mind by being so stupid.
I wonder if they have localization or regionalization on any of the pricing.
It's 11 on the app. 8 if you sign up on the website.
11 probably on the Apple app. Fucking losers.
And Android.
Just for parody though, but they have to because of Apple. Wait, because Apple steals 30% of your money.
They do.
Crazy.
Unless you're a startup, then you can get it down to 15, I think.
Wow. How nice.
Or 10, maybe even.
But anyway, you would agree, right? Nobody would pay $8 a month to run one bot account on a social media website.
I mean,
That's
if you're
insane.
the IRA, yeah.
Well, no, I think they would absolutely pay that.
$8 a month?
Okay, you have to understand, this is not Steve setting up a few Twitter accounts to go and be like fervent supporters of you whenever you put. By the way, that's a good idea. Come on, what does it really cost? It costs you, let's say, $100 a month, and you have 10 dedicated, loyal people.
That's
whenever
so
you
not
post
worth
something,
it.
that they'll
Wait, hold on.
arguing with everyone who's against you.
A lot of the IRA
constantly,
accounts,
you got to
like-
turn the tables on them. But anyways, listen.
Wait, what is the IRA?
The Internet Research Agency, the Russian.
that's the
Research
Irish
Agency.
Republican
that was a
Army.
long time
Well,
ago.
it's that, but no,
Dan
it's
just did
not
the thing where he connected a thing and then he had to say
It's
the
not
thing that he
a
connected.
long time ago. Like the
I'm
SVR
much
and
smarter than you,
the
by the way.
SVR, the IRA in Russia, and I'm sure China's doing a lot of the
Like,
same.
do you think I'm smarter than Steve?
No, it's okay.
Let's just say on a pure, not like on a like who knows more about this conflict basis, right? Just on a general who would get a higher score on an IQ test?
I already tested in Mensa.
You
I
haven't.
tested out of Mensa.
You didn't.
I tested out.
You didn't.
I came in and I showed them my scores and they said, you're overqualified.
I think you're both incredibly intelligent.
No.
I
That's
just
a
think
very-
that this guy has some shit going on. He's probably getting a few points higher.
Oh my
There's
god.
no
that
chance.
has nothing
They call
to do
me an autistic savant.
That's nothing to do with the way I look at you guys. I
You're
look at
not
you
even-
guys both very smart. You're a millionaire, successful son of a bitch. Like,
Yeah, Dan.
You know, homeboy is too. Just
Yeah, but he
different
can
breeds
only
of
do
smart.
one thing. I do. You know how the women say, "Get a man who can do both." That's me.
You can work with people.
I
That's
can
why
work with
you built-
people. I can
work
mount.
with
I can mount your TV. I can mount your wife.
Mounted
Oh,
RTV. Good
you
one.
see that joke I made right there?
Well, you can't because you won't even
'Cause you don't have
won't
a
even
wife
cheat,
anymore.
Dan.
See,
You're
here's
not
the
even
bot. You
flexible
just-
in your
you just-
relationship.
you don't have a wife
anymore.
You have
That's
no
the real
moral
answer.
flexibility. Also, the mounted TV you mounted poorly.
That TV looks mounted amazingly.
Yeah, the one that I
One that you picked up and knocked over. Yes.
Also, wait. My second big point.
What?
First one. People like that shouldn't be speaking. Okay, number one. At those events. If he was
Okay.
at an ALS event, maybe, okay?
Sure.
Second thing is, I mark it right now on here. My
Marked.
prediction. Mark it. I'm making a Dave Rubin prediction. Within 20 years,
Wow. Will I still be here to collect on this bet? Within 20 years.
within 25 years.
Hold on. Let me do that.
Within
Reddit
25
remind
years,
me.
I
Okay.
think AOC will be president.
Oh my God.
Or at least like
Did you like
House-
her speech?
House, like, she's a really good speaker.
She's grown so much. She's so
a-
fucking shit at the beginning. It was all self-righteous garble.
She's smart. She's an amazing speaker. She's got a great background. Like
Yeah,
she's
she
like
does.
just everything lines up so well for her. I think she'll either be like House leadership or she'll be president. I think she has it.
She's matured a lot as a leader. She came in all those like different hearings and shit. She just wanted to get the gotchas. I think she's grown.
You remember when there was like all the Republicans all hyped, like, oh yeah, she's totally going to lose her seat in New York, and I was like, okay,
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
Republicans are actually fucking delusional.
That's
Yeah.
definitely going to be
they
happening.
pumped a lot of money to try. Didn't work.
There's no shot of that ever going down.
She should just be speaking for all 3 days. She was hyped. I got hyped listening.
Did you really?
I think that shit is lame. And I was like, God
What
damn.
is the
I'm ready. I hate Trump now.
Okay.
I kind of hate him before, but now I really hate him because of AOC's speech.
There's that guy, Face Hots. Is that his name? Face HOTS. Do you know? You familiar with who I'm speaking about?
We have
The
no
camera's
idea.
just on me, so
I
they
know.
don't see
We
your
don't know.
stupid
I'm
face.
not making a stupid face.
You don't know who this
I don't
is?
know who Face Hots is. No, I'm sorry. Was that a
Okay.
German name? Face Hots? I don't know what the fuck that is, Dan.
Okay, this guy, he's one of the. How do I put this? Face shots? Is this? No, that's not it. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able
Is it
to.
a Twitter page?
No, we're gonna sit here and do browsing the
We're gonna
internet
do
with
this.
Dan.
Wait, no. Is this him? No, that's
Like I
not.
widened the shot a little on the left guy. So that we'd walk in.
Chat. Just,
No, go ahead. No, you got it, Dan. Keep going. Face Hots. Face Hots. You got it.
First result, AKA face.
Yeah, this guy.
This
This is
guy.
a conservative dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First result. But why does he just have a
Just
Wikipedia page?
search-
Where's his Twitter?
Aquaface Twitter.
Aquaface,
Aqua.
AKA, also known as
Whatever.
Aquaface. All right.
I didn't say aqua.
All right, Vosh.
Oh, I need to put music on here. We need Can somebody send me browsing with boomer music? God, I would just
Search-
love that.
There we go.
Oh my God, are you okay? No, we're getting there. I'm sorry.
This guy,
Yeah?
okay, is a fucking retard.
Whoa.
You disagree? You don't even know who he
Have
is.
you not seen his fucking tweets?
No.
They're
the guy
insane. You
is
should get
really,
him on
really
stream.
dumb.
That's our next guy for
But
bridges.
he's on Liquipedia, which means
He's a pro player for like League or some shit. All right, Heroes of the Storm. That was it.
Oh my God.
Heroes of the Storm?
What do you think about Heroes of the Storm players?
It was
Broadly speaking.
I don't.
no one
Okay,
does
you're
anymore.
the Don Draper. I don't think about them at all.
What was that? You've seen like the Reddit threads where it's like insanely epic quotes from totally forgettable fucking movies. And wasn't it the Street Fighter movie where the one guy was like, for you, it was the worst day of your life, and for me, it was another Tuesday or something?
I don't know.
Fuck you,
Anyways,
Dan. God, he's such a boomer.
Holy shit, this fucking guy tweets a lot. Get a fucking life, bro.
I need a
is
younger
conservative.
co-host with some young energy, guys, please. Because Dan just doesn't have it. What are you looking for, Dan?
I'm looking for a specific thing where he posted.
How does he tweet this much? Is he okay?
No, I'm not even past day one. I'm not. Okay, anyways, basically, this guy posted AI shit of
Oh, that was Mad Men. Sorry.
the Swifties for Trump thing. He's fucking fully. Here's the thing I don't understand about these people. Do you think they just want to jerk off to trans porn so much that it's broken their mind? Like, imagine tweeting 300 times a day about this, about anything, politics.
Here's the thing that I don't understand. And I truly don't. It sounds like I'm saying, I don't know how anybody, but I don't get this. But I understand that I'm the odd one out here because I used to say this a lot when it came to early days of Twitch, where people would get really mad about certain streamers. If there's something that I truly just don't like, I just don't watch it. Ooh, careful. But yeah, but like you said, some people will hate watch and hate obsess over things so much, and it's like, why? Like, at least when I do, I have an excuse. It's my job. I get paid. Why are you all
Were you never
day?
like that, even in your younger, like, Maddox loving days? Did you never get super ragey about things that you look back on and you're like, fuck, why was I so pissy about that?
Like, if I'm getting, the only way I would get rage about something is watching somebody funny rage about it. But I'm not really raging about a thing. I'm watching like a funny dude. So like, I would read Maddox's shit. But like, let's say Maddox is making fun of like SJWs or something. I'm not going to go and start watching SJW content to get mad at. I would watch other people making fun of it maybe.
I didn't watch a lot of Maddox, but I remember the whole like nerds are sexy era. He had a video on that. Like the
Are you talking about like the Big Bang Theory era?
like 2012 they read it kind of shit, right? Like, and I remember watching that. I'm like, fuck yeah, God, I'm angry about that. And I was genuinely angry for years because it's like the train wrecks rant, right? Like I was into this shit for so much time, and now everyone's fucking like into it. Fuck you guys. Yeah, that kind of rage. You never had that period?
Not that. No, I don't think so.
No.
Like things that make me mad, sure, but like to sit there and obsess over it, it's crazy.
It's wild.
I guess obsessed. It's not like every waking moment, but it's like anytime you thought about it, you're like, yeah, fuck this shit.
The Kamala campaign is starting to panic now that Swifties for Trump is starting to gain some momentum.
Okay.
Wait, you think this is an AI picture?
No, here's the article.
Okay.
Trump shares fake Swifties for Trump images. Okay. Former President Donald Trump shared AI generated images of women wearing Swifties for Trump t-shirts to his Truth Social account on Sunday, including a satirical post that claimed Taylor Swift fans were turning to Trump after security concerns forced the cancellation of her Vienna concerts earlier this month. Trump captioned the post, "I accept," and shared screenshots of 4 X posts that show women wearing Swifties for Trump t-shirts, as well as a fabricated image of Taylor Swift that reads, "Taylor wants you to vote for Donald Trump." Swift is not endorsed a presidential candidate in this election, but endorsed President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris in the 2020 race. Swift has previously been critical of Trump, including for his comments during the Black Lives Matter protests that followed the murders of George Floyd in 2020. One of the X posts Trump included, which showed several women wearing Swifties for Trump t-shirts in various colors, had a satire label on it. The creator of that post said it was clearly labeled as satire, and they believed the Republican candidate got the joke. Okay. Trump also posted 2 real photos of a Trump supporter named Jenna.
Go ahead.
You know, there's a funny joke. I'm just going to stop right here and derail. Okay. You want to hear the joke?
Is
How
it
do you
about
pronounce
Polish
her name?
people? Because that's...
Stop. Okay. Polish guy.
I knew it.
Polish guy goes to the ophthalmologist. And he sits down. The ophthalmologist is like, okay, we're going to measure your eyesight, make sure everything. He's like, okay, cool, no problem. So he sits him down in the chair, puts the one thing over one of his eyes and turns the lights off in the room. And a bunch of letters appear on the back wall. And the letters are like X, W, S, K, Y, Z, X,
Can I guess
whatever.
the punchline?
No, you let me finish. And he's like, so can you read out the letters? And he's like, can I read them? I know the guy.
Absolutely.
Anyways, that was really funny. So
Just call him Pawarzik.
Jenna Piwowarzik wearing a Swifties for Trump t-shirt. The photos were taken at a Trump rally in Racine, Wisconsin on June 18th and posted to X by Wisconsin Right Now. The images were shared online. Anyways,
The funny thing is that guy's name is probably pronounced like Pazork.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, exactly.
retarded, but yeah.
Anyways,
Do you think that you can be sued for this AI shit?
I don't listen. It's a very interesting conversation
Dan
we
hates
can have.
AI.
I don't hate AI. It's a very interesting conversation to have about all that stuff. But the funny part is that there's this fucking moron, this guy who's out here. All he does is post about.
Oh my God. Wait, you know how to tell it's a bot account? And I don't mean bot in the literal sense, but he's like a bot. He's like the guy, like his brain.
Like his brain is
Yeah.
80 tweets a fucking day?
Look how many people he's fucking following.
123,000.
You know why people do that, right?
Yeah.
Follow for follow.
Follow for follow.
But he didn't do the thing where you're supposed to.
Unfollow.
Yeah. But now he just looks like a retard.
Yeah.
123,000
engagement like?
tweets.
What's his name?
Engagement.
Engagement. Let's take a look-see. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, hold on. These are from 30 minutes ago, okay? The guy
okay, all right. Scroll back.
is an
Scroll back.
addict.
Prediction.
Prediction.
Wait, where is he from?
I don't know.
He doesn't run this account. Or if he does, he's got other people that help him.
Okay.
Like, look at the last hour. There were, what, like 5 tweets? I bet he doesn't run the account.
Go
There's
to his Wikipedia. Akafe shots.
Why?
Because it'll say where he's from.
Who cares? I don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore either. I've lost
Doesn't
interest.
matter. But the other people are running this account 100%.
You think he sold it?
Okay, his engagement's good. Like 4 hours ago, 7.1K.
It is
not every tweet is going to have that.
no,
because he
it is
tweets
good
so much.
engagement, but it's because he's in the bot cycle.
I'm big on the bot cycle.
There
I'm a
are
believer.
going to be topics that are like
Of the
hot
Aegon-
right now that a lot of the bot things are kind of like the networks are kind of like looking at, and he's
Yeah.
like in that Zeitgeist or whatever right now, and he's going to grow that way.
He's part of the
100%.
Aegon monopoly. He's tied in, basically, is what you're saying.
Except
would be
I'm
a-
being serious, but yes, he
This
absolutely
is a
yeah.
good. This would be a good guest to get on the show, except that he's a fucking retard, and he'll get clipped me saying that he's a retard, and he won't be on. But then he'll respond to me saying he's a retard, thus boosting my presence.
You know what he would make a good episode 1 for?
Yes, I know.
The show, the adversarial interview.
The adversarial interview.
Bring him on.
We're working on that. That's getting worked on right now. A lot of thoughts. Dan, show this. More messages below. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wait, he might just be a bot.
Dopey Panda HD.
How can
a
it be a-
white name? Destiny doesn't like when people post about him. Oh, the fake image.
Yeah, that was fake.
Yeah, this
Yeah, 'cause
is
I
that
looked-
guy. Look at him. He's a faker.
I think it's a
I
bot.
don't believe this is a bot.
Yep, I think there are bots on or there's a bot network
Like
that
maybe
runs
he
the
has
account.
ChatGPT running his account when he's not there.
Or it's connected to a Russian bot network. Yeah, 100%.
Well, the Russian bot network will uplift, one, their own accounts, but two, the accounts of people that they think are going to help spur the message that they care about.
What's the message that the Russians care about?
Right now, so it's kind of confusing because on one hand, Donald Trump is sympathetic to Russia in egregious ways. So it's like they want to go that, but Putin has publicly stated he doesn't want Trump. He thinks he's unstable. I don't fucking believe that because Joe Biden showed that the Democrats are willing to actually stand up to Trump or to Putin through the Ukraine invasion, through the cyber attacks that were happening as soon as fucking Biden took office. So I don't know.
All they do is amplify stuff that is divisive. That's it.
That's the goal. Is
So
to
right now,
sow
it's
dissent.
DNC stuff is like what everybody's talking about. So they'll amplify whatever's divisive there. Whatever shits on Republicans, whatever shits on Democrats.
That dude, the other dick sucker of
You?
Hinkle?
Why would you put me? What you should say like me? That would be what you would
I
say.
just did. I said,
no,
yeah,
but you would
you.
say you would say me
Yes.
as
You,
opposed to
Dan,
you.
yes.
You, the
You,
dick
Dan,
sucker.
yes.
I am not. A dick has never touched these lips. Okay.
Okay.
Never. Anyways, that said, the other dick sucker that's in for a bad time. I shouldn't use that. That's a bad thing to say. The bad guy that's in for a bad time is Kim.com, the Elon dick sucker.
Is he still around?
You know, he's getting extradited to the United States after like 600 years of litigation. He's on his way here to beautiful America to spend the rest of his days in American prison.
What do you do?
He ran Mega Upload back in the day, and he's also like Elon's #1 reply guy.
Wait, what's the crime?
The crime is he ran Mega Upload.
What's the crime he's being charged with?
Is it for like
It's
hosting?
probably all sorts of being a retard running Mega Upload.
If that was illegal, Dan, we'd be doing this episode.
Wasn't
from
it
jail.
for hosting like
Because
like
you'd be behind
copyright
bars.
IP?
I don't know. There's a million. Basically, Mega Upload, he ran it and he did not run it in a smart way. And he was like, oh, yeah, like there's that new movie that's coming out. Let's make sure that we take our time on that DMCA. Like that type of shit.
So losing safe harbor and all that.
That's
shit.
my memory. See how I do shit like that? That's smart.
So he's going to stand trial when he gets here.
I don't think Dan has any idea what he's talking about. But
I have
maybe.
100%. Kim.com is on his way. You know, we can Google it right now, actually. Kim.retard.
Criminal charges for copyright infringement, money laundering, and racketeering. Thank you.
Kim.com. This guy,
I haven't heard this name in 10 years.
look at him.
Jesus, my God.
He's always like this.
Me? He's like the #1 Elon and Donald Trump
Wait,
dick suck.
do you think your calories are adjusted for your weight in prison?
In prison. Only in prison. Not outside of the not outside the can.
There are
Well,
plenty of fat
outside
people
you
in
can buy
prison.
as much food as you want.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying in prison, do you think they give bigger
everyone gets
meals
the
to
same-
fat people?
I think everyone gets the same amount of food.
No
in prison.
way.
No, they have a commissary. You're allowed to buy snacks.
Well,
and
no,
shit.
but I'm saying
That's
for
not-
like the pre-served food, they must give more food to fatter people.
No.
They need more to survive.
No, they don't.
Well, they need more to maintain their weight.
They don't need.
They don't need to
that.
maintain that weight. He's going to die early.
Do you,
For all
you
the-
believe they're like, oh, you're a fat fuck. You got a double serving. You think that's what's going to happen in prison?
So if I were to go to prison, all the fat dudes would come to me for the food. They try to beat the shit out of me. They'd steal my lunch.
They'd try
Yes.
to buy it off you,
No. They would,
or they would try to like
Intimidate
run at
you.
you at full speed and land on top
And
of
if
you.
I dodged like a bull, they would crash into the wall and explode.
I don't know if they'd explode. Skin's pretty.
I mean, they could explode.
Skin
You don't
has
know
quite
that.
a bit of elasticity to it. But yeah, they would.
How is it that guys always get like, you know how people like gym bros obsess over like macros and protein? How do guys get shredded in prison then? Do they have like
they work out.
They
do
buy,
they serve like whey protein shakes in
no,
between?
They buy. Usually, they have influence, and they buy fucking extra ramen from the commissary
Oh, the
from other
extra
people.
protein ramen.
I mean, listen, they're buying what they can. I mean, maybe there's spam or some shit like
They're
that.
allowed to get shit. Like they can get protein powder.
Who gives food to the guys in the big hole prison in The Dark Knight Rises?
In that one, they probably just throw it down there. The question is why they throw it down there at all.
Yeah. No. The big question that no one's ever given me a good answer to:
What?
why did Bruce Wayne throw the rope down at the end for all of them to get out? They're like the worst prisoners in the. They're probably like serial child rapists. in there.
I'll tell you why. Because he wasn't a bad guy, so it's the assumption that they were all political prisoners.
Well, the doctor wasn't he? Like he had to treat someone, some shit, and he
Wait,
gets
hold
down
on.
there.
Am I wrong? Didn't Bane get his mask because he was protecting the little girl from like child rape? I thought that's what happened. They wanted to like molest her, and he was like, "No, I'll defend
Bane did,
her."
but then it became Bane's prison. So now it was all the people Bane didn't like, and Bane, as we know, has a fucking warped sense of morality.
That's Bane's prison. That's
Yes.
Bane's personal prison.
Yes. He says it when he's fixing Bruce. This is Bane's prison.
I don't remember that.
Nobody remembers. No, I'm not going to even do it. I'm not going to try.
Okay.
That would be a Mr. Movement moment.
Question.
What?
Legitimate, real question.
I'll give you a legitimate answer.
Do you think early on in his life
Yes.
that Donald Trump tried to create a unique way of speaking? I've always wondered this. Like, 'cause some people have very unique ways of speaking. Donald Trump does. Do you think that was intentional?
No, I just think it kind of worked for him of what he did. He's very kind of boisterous and
Gaudy.
gaudy, and I think that naturally comes when you're a moron and you have to take a few extra seconds to think. You say that things are beautiful and we're going to create the best stuff. And what were we talking about again?
This is like
everything's
Fingal
going to be
Trump.
everything's going to be great.
Yeah.
And the Muslims, they love us and everything. I just think if you're a retard, you have to. It's like. He taught himself a better way than saying and instead he just fucking rambles instead. So instead of being, so if I'm like, hey, Mr. Trump, what do you think about the Muslims?
So he doesn't. I don't want to give him credit for doing it intentionally, but he doesn't ramble. He has a way of fixating on points that is incredibly effective.
No,
like, it's good.
it's not effective. It's retarded.
It is
It's
rambling.
effective for the retard.
It's rambling.
listening.
Hey, Mr. Trump, why did a few years ago you said you wanted to ban all the Muslims from coming in the United States. How do you feel about that today? Well, let me tell you, okay, the Muslims, they're great people, okay? Some of them not so good, some of them good, not a lot of them, but I'll tell you under Joe Biden, some of them, a lot of them, not good coming to the United States. And when on my watch, my administration, the bad ones weren't coming. I'll say that, okay? But now all the bad ones, they're coming in.
But it's
they're
good. You're
coming
like,
in great
you're-
amounts.
you're-
But I
you're-
love the
it's
good
like-
ones, and the good ones, they love me.
It's like a neo-impressionist style of speaking where you're saying like words and you're hitting on the points that the people are like, oh, and they like hear, he said all the things I need him to say.
But yeah,
And
but
that's-
it's
not
like
an
reading
answer.
to the fucking lighthouse. It's a stream of consciousness,
Yes.
this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But it's not good. It like something you have to learn. Something I've had to learn just from coming on your stream is like I can't do the like I would ramble, and I'm not saying incoherent shit like Trump and everything is meaningful, but I don't know how to tell a concise story and to actually get on stream and not have to fucking deal with chat and shit. I had to like learn to fucking be a little more concise. In my professional life, the same thing. Like I want to explain something cool, turn a 20-minute PowerPoint into a fucking hour brief. That's not good. People are going to be upset. You have to learn to speak concise. Trump has never actually had to learn to actually be concise and specific with his fucking points. And that's it. He lacks specificity.
But he has a unique manner of communicating a stream of consciousness. Nobody talks like Trump does.
Yeah, because it's just
It's insane.
It's just like a stream of bullshit and retardation.
Okay, it's not bullshit, and it's
It is.
not.
If you try to listen to what Trump says, you don't know what he's saying. It's literally what I just said. You ask Trump, what would you do about Islam?
you have no appreciation of
No,
language.
what do you mean? He doesn't say anything.
He says
is that a
exactly
real
what he
answer?
means to. He says exactly what he means to.
Which is nothing. Hey, what would you do about Muslim integration into America? Well, I'll tell you, the Muslims, the Islams, they love me. They're great people, but under Joe Biden, they've been treated very poorly. It's like it means like, okay, you haven't answered my question at all. Nothing to it. You're now talking about something that has nothing to do with anything. That also isn't true, okay? So you're saying that Joe Biden has created worse interaction is Islam and Muslims, which isn't true. So it's not. It's this ramble of nonsense.
It's not. You just said it. You just said it, right?
There's nothing.
Okay, so like, let's say that you ask me, I'm Trump, and you ask me about like immigration, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't have a record that I can really point to. So factually, we've already lost, okay?
Okay.
So I could try to like talk around it, like, well, okay, Biden didn't do the best. I can do better. Like, what are you gonna do? Or you could trump it, right? So what are some good things that people like to hear? Okay, well, not race, okay? Immigrants are wonderful people. I love immigrants. They do great things for this country. I would never do anything bad for the immigrant population, okay? And Biden, let me tell you something about Biden, okay? These are people, they hate our country, okay? And now you're on a new thing. They do hate our country, right? Yeah, they do. I love America. I love our country. I love our good immigrants. I just want the good ones here. I don't want any more criminals.
You envy
do you
this?
understand
No,
me?
he doesn't say
Chris,
that.
I
First
just don't
off,
want any criminals.
That's
it. We can have a big beautiful wall with a big beautiful door for the good ones to come in on. And that's it. He just randomly says shit.
What percentage of Republicans are actually like, oh, yes. You talk to a lot of people who are like, the guy's annoying, whatever, but like overall, I agree with his policies. Like,
he's a retard. And you're like, oh my God, he has such an eloquent,
I didn't
smart
say it was eloquent.
There's nothing smart about Trump. He's just a fucking moron. It's like if you actually put the guy who cuts my grass up for running for president, you'd probably get the same answers over anything.
Ouch.
What?
I don't know his race, so I can't make a joke about you being racist towards that person, but
It would literally be the same answers. It doesn't matter. It'd be like, what do you think about
you don't
immigrants?
think grass cutters
some
can be
of them
smart?
are good, but some of them are not so good. But Joe Biden is bad, and I'll be better.
Yeah, he carves out enough for you to always have a place to retreat.
That's a fucking moron. There's nothing to it. You're not answering the question.
I guarantee you only 20% of fucking Republicans are actually thinking like, okay, this guy, like, he's saying what I need to hear. Everyone else is just
you
like,
don't think about it. It's intuitive. He said enough. So then if I come to you and Trump is clearly racist, and he's like, no, he said some are good. Okay, Trump's not going to do anything about illegal immigration. No, he said big, beautiful wall. Like, there's like the pieces of their, they have enough there. There's always enough there to like, yeah.
You're giving so
it
much.
does eventually get the message across to his people. It's just, for anyone with a brain, it's fucking insane.
You're giving so much credit to a fucking moron.
I'm not giving him credit. I'm just saying he has a unique way of speaking, and that way of speaking conveys just enough to fight the haters, but then give all of his retarded fans something to grab onto. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it works really well for him. I don't know if it's intentional. That's why I asked. Do you think he intentionally developed this way of speaking, or do you think
No, I just think he's a moron. It's developed naturally as a result of not knowing the answer to the questions asked to him.
Okay, well, he's very lucky in how he developed as a moron because it just happens to work incredibly well for politics.
When you listen to like, when you read up on like certain specific policy issues and you hear his comments directly about those, it's hard to not see them as fucking insane.
No one's talking about substance. We're just talking about
what?
About like cadence, about how he speaks, about how he conveys his ideas.
Yeah, dumb people really like the way dumb people speak. They speak to them. They're like, I'll tell you what, we're down there fixing to get that damn wall there put up. It's like, okay, yeah, that's
they're
good.
all coming over. No,
you're fixing to get that wall put up. That's good. I like that. That's, you know what? That's a guy. He got my vote. It's like, oh, okay, you're fixing to do it? What does that mean?
Do you think that horoscopes are stupid?
Yes.
Okay, they're not. They're written very intentionally in the perfect type of like vague way that there's enough there for almost anybody to grab.
That's what he means when he says they're stupid.
Okay, that's what I mean when I say they're not stupid.
They're
intentionally crafted in such a way that anybody can read one and take something from it. It's a good way of crafting a message. I agree that on substance it's stupid, but on communication it's incredibly effective.
It's a good way at controlling dumb people.
Sure.
Okay, but we can
I
agree.
guess we're all in agreement.
We can agree that horoscopes and fortune cookies and psychics and tarot readers are all fantastic.
I fucking agree with that. The quality of fortune cookies has gone substantially down since I was a fucking kid. They're fucking terrible. Now it's just little things like be happy with yourself. Like that's it. There are no fucking actual fortunes in that fucking cookie anymore.
Am I wrong? What? I feel like, I might be completely inventing this, but I feel like I read a long time ago that they stopped making negative fortune cookies. Am I making that up? Does anybody remember this?
No, they've gone down the shit. Yeah, there used to be
sometimes
like
fortune cookies used to be kind of ominous, like be careful, your closest friend might say something. But now I think they're all like Hallmark cards.
Maybe.
Do you want to know something I watched that I thought was really cute?
What?
A friend wanted to watch a random show on YouTube, and I was like, okay. And there was a video that came up, and it was a 45-minute documentary on how this guy bought this dude's business in Japan and was making like the world's best chalk for mathematicians.
Yeah,
and I thought it was really
video.
cute because 5 years ago, I remember watching a video saying everybody was hoarding this chalk because the guy that made it was going out of business.
Yeah, I
so
saw
now
that.
we've made we're in the future, and the guy bought the factory and he's making the chalk again. How cute is that?
I saw that.
Cool.
What about it?
I thought it was cute. It shows progress.
That's progress. That's capitalism.
Like, imagine in 10 years, somebody is watching a video and it's like, oh, look, there's a thriving panda population now. And I'm like, oh, they used to be going extinct and now they're fucking like
and
mad.
now someone realized that you can make money off of pandas, off of fucking them. Why are you making that face?
What do you mean by that, Dan?
What do you think I mean by that? That's the only way that the panda population is going to stay in check, you know?
Is if we fuck them?
Well, I mean, that's what you said. Sorry.
That's what you just said.
AOC is going to be president within 25 years anyway. That was my point.
Okay, I'll put that on the
We went
Reddit.
a real fucking round way to get
The
back
Reddit
to
remind me on that one. Well, anyways, back to the basics of this. Trump is not some fucking eloquent genius. He's just
I never said that. You're not even understanding.
There's nothing intentional. There's nothing purposeful. It's just a moron that lucked into a lot of money. It's not hard to make money in real estate.
Dan, it's just
You know, if I
company's
talk
so
over you at the
fucking
same
wrong.
time,
Oh my
it's going to
God.
go to the wide shot and it's not going to be as effective.
Good.
Wait, does the wide shot never come up for like any other time except when two people are yelling at each other?
I mean, I can manually switch to it. There you go.
There we go.
All right. Well,
Well,
that's interesting stuff. Okay.
What's on the agenda, Dan?
look at how cute. Look how cute. That's real. Our background. That's really happening out there. Notice how it's kind of gloomy out there? That's because in real life, it's also kind of gloomy, even though you can't tell because it's way too bright. But we'll figure that out.
How are you going to figure that out?
I don't know yet.
Adjust the f-stop?
No, because I would make everything in here dark.
Okay. Adjust the white balance?
No. I bought so many lens filters to try to make this work, and none of them do anything. I
Yeah?
just spent like $300 on lens filters, and they don't do anything. Just so you know, in
Okay.
case anybody wanted to know. But yeah,
Okay, so we don't bother with that. A lot
No,
of
we don't.
cameras. A lot of stuff going on in
Four
here.
cameras in here now.
yeah,
A lot of cameras. It's
cute.
Probably there'll be more cameras in the future as we get more people.
yeah. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to think about the future, what's going to happen here. But yeah. Anyways,
Dan, is this weather normal for this time of year in Miami?
Yes.
this is hurricane season.
Basically, during the summer, nobody realizes this in summer for Miami, okay? Because it's called the Sunshine State. You guys think of like sunny beaches in Florida. But in the summertime in Florida, basically for about 45 minutes a day, you get like the worst thunderstorm you've ever seen in your life. And then it goes away completely. It's just,
Well, but here it like stays cloudy. And if you go to like the other side of to the Gulf, like up in the Sarasota area, it's fucking, it comes in out of nowhere. Dark fucking skies, rain and all that shit. And then it's fucking gone. Here, it lingers all fucking day and it's really depressing.
Actually, the funny part is that usually Miami is getting a lot of rain, and Miami Beach is beautiful and amazing. It's
Yeah, that's
as
not possible.
It's almost as if it knows
No.
that there's rich, successful, beautiful people that live here on the beach, in that they can't cross over in the bridge. So just to throw the showers over there to the mainland,
that doesn't happen.
it does happen. We get way less rain than the mainland. Anyways, that said, we got some topics put together
Wait,
by.
can I ask you, is this an artificial island?
Yes.
Is it?
Yep.
When they say artificial island, what is it made out of?
Sand.
They just dropped a whole bunch of sand here until
Concrete. Yeah.
No shot. It can't be stable enough for skyscrapers. Really?
Yep. A lot of sand.
I don't believe it.
A lot of sand.
Wait, where did that one building collapse a few years ago?
Surfside.
On Miami Beach or Miami?
North of Miami.
Oh,
Yeah. Surfside is north of Miami. North of North Miami Beach.
okay.
Yeah.
Fuck those people. Am I making this up? Or like 200 people die?
I mean, the whole fucking building collapsed.
That's pretty wild.
That's pretty crazy.
But not like collapse, because usually when you say like a building collapsed, it'll be like the garage came in and like 2 people were injured.
No,
but this was like I thought it was like hundreds of people died.
Yeah.
It's wild.
They did.
Instantly. What a horrible way to wake up.
There was an interesting...
Or not.
or not wake up.
Well, if you don't wake up, you're fine.
There was an interesting video that was done on it, but that was basically they had these retaining walls
98 people died. Gotcha.
going around the outside of the building that snapped. And once those snapped, basically a lot of the weight of the building was no longer held in place, and the whole thing went to shit. But it has to be, so there's one of two options that are gonna happen. Either we're about to see a fuck ton more buildings have that same result, or this was just a horribly mismanaged building.
I bet it was rent controlled. And that's why.
It wasn't rent controlled. But that said, I mean, you have this building. They started seeing cracks all over the place, and they weren't doing anything about it because they didn't want to spend money and everything along those lines. I don't know. There's a lot of skyscrapers, and if you think about it, that's a lot of weight at the concrete at the bottom of that building.
One of the things that surprised me, I don't think I'm making this up, I think for weeks after the 9/11 towers, when they collapsed, that it was like molten, like hot steel at the bottom, but it was because of so much friction and kinetic energy as stuff came down. It wasn't just like jet fuel, like burning or whatever, but it was so much like energy that had been transferred to the bottom that shit was like burning down there. Have you seen the crater?
The crater.
You can go to New York City, and there's like a huge dig out where there's like a big, like nice fountain. It's not just like a crater, but now they've like built it out, but it's a pretty big thing.
Yes, I've seen the fountain. Yeah.
Damn. Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That they blew up those buildings.
Who did?
They did.
Who's they?
They?
They.
I
heard they were getting revenge for all 6 million of them.
Okay, well, anyways, that brings us into our topics for today. Let's go in here. So we got Dan Bilzerian, famous retard,
This fucking dipshit.
whose father was a scammer or something, allegedly.
I don't know
I don't know
anything
shit about
this
his
guy.
dad. I just know this guy. I've heard
Let's find out in real time. Dan Bilzerian.
The biggest thing
Father.
you need to know about this dude is after during the fucking Vegas shootings, he was there and he ran up to a cop and asked them to give him a fucking gun.
Yeah, I remember that.
He ran up to a cop and asked him to give him. Wait, what?
Remember the Vegas shooting? The guy with the bump stock
his
out
dad?
the hotel
Paul.
window. He ran up to a cop and was like, "Give me a gun. I'm going to save you guys."
Wait. Did he actually do that, or did he say he did that?
No, he fucking did it. Like there were
Based.
cops who were like,
That's
"This
kinda
fucking
based.
dude."
Okay. Bro, did you see that dude's hotel room?
Whose hotel
The
room?
Vegas shooter?
Yeah.
He brought in like
An
30 guns.
arsenal.
He had so many rifles and shit decked the fuck out. That was wild.
Yeah.
It's on video?
He's trying
Oh,
to
okay.
John Wick that shit.
Jesus.
Anyways, didn't this dude...
Yeah, he did some crazy shit.
He did some SEC. Yeah, when you get into SEC and stuff. Anyways, I don't know why we care about Dan Bilzerian. Okay, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do it.
Let's do it.
think it's the right thing. Because I know that they're a fucking parasite.
First off,
Who's they?
This fucking haircut.
boy, does this guy look like a fucking loser. He's got boobs, too.
He's
Like, I get that he's probably strong and shit, but man, you look like the fucking Bogdanov dude.
He's just chill.
No, he's not chill. This is who he is.
He's natty and he's big and he's no, not even close. Also, these guys are
100
dead.
I know they're dead. That's why I feel
Okay,
fine.
wait. Did they? It was plastic surgery on these guys, right? Right?
They said it
And
wasn't.
do you think
but-
that? Oh my God, where is it? Look at this guy. This guy looks like the real life fucking Bogdanov.
I think he's had some injections, but
This
I
is
mean, he
more
doesn't look
facepalm.
anywhere near as bad as they do.
More facepalm than I've ever been in my life.
Anyways,
this-
let's go back to the question, okay?
Which question?
Wait, are we gonna listen to this guy?
Yeah.
Also, close the extra tabs. We don't need them.
Nope, keeping them open.
Feel obligated to be vocal about it.
Wait. Go back like 10 seconds. I don't know who he's talking about. Go back or push the back.
That's
arrow,
why I
like-
pressed back already. It was already time stamped.
Okay.
Because I know that they're a fucking parasite. Like they provide the U.S. absolutely no value. They've done so many things
Oh, it's
that
Israel.
would constitute, an act of war against us. I mean, USS Liberty, Lebanon Affair.
was huge, you did.
That was
Oh, sorry.
But I think they knew about 9/11. I think they had JFK assassinated. The first thing that
They had JFK assassinated.
This guy's fucking insane.
Guarantee you like and believes that.
Fuck you.
Do you think that JFK was assassinated by the Jews?
No.
Oh,
I
dumbass.
have a theory that is a little kooky, but I don't. It's nothing that crazy.
How cookie?
I think that the coup de grace, not the first two shots, but I think the coup de grace was from a Secret Service gun.
Damn.
Because you see the guy who's riding in the. How audible? Real quick, chat.
No,
How-
they can't even hear it. Don't worry.
No, okay. So the guy riding in the back, from the angle of the bullet and all this shit, there was a guy on the back, and he had an M16, and he fucking stumbles back, right? And like supposedly the fucking angle of the bullet matches that, and so while Lee Harvey Oswald hit him, it was like the fucking headshot that did him in was that one. But then I read later that like the ballistics guy who came out about that, it was like discredited, so I don't really believe it anymore. But it was an interesting theory because like a month later they fucking took away the M16s from the Secret Service, and there's a whole bunch of reasons why the Secret Service, especially with everything going on with the Soviets, like that would not be outed publicly. So it was a plausible story, but I don't really think there's any evidence to really support it. So I'm kind of back to Lone Gunman Lee Harvey Oswald. But I think it was a fucking intentional fucking thing or any crazy shit like that? No.
Okay.
Lycan, what the fuck did you just say? I don't
have anything.
Are you
what's funny?
distracted by
couldn't
this
pay
fucking-
attention.
Oh, I have the drill. I hear the drill.
I didn't say
Okay.
hear anything.
All right.
He said that
I
the
don't
guy
care.
stumbled back. He shot him in the head with the Secret Service did the final shot and killed him
Okay.
on
Okay.
accident.
This may be the ugliest dude I've seen in
Yes,
a while.
we heard you say that.
Do
Are we
you
doing
agree?
fashion?
Well, he looks like Bert Kreischer if he
No, he
actually
looks like-
stuck to
he
lifting
looks like-
weights.
I don't think he's exceptionally
and grew a
ugly at all. I
beard.
think he's normal. He looks
No,
normal.
it's the fucking
that is
broccoli
not a
cut is
normal
fucking
looking dude.
terrible.
This is like an exceptionally not good looking guy. Look at him.
I don't think he's exceptionally not good
Google
looking.
an
Really?
actual picture
No,
of
not
Dan
at all.
Bilzerian. He
How
is a
old
good
is he,
looking
too?
dude.
Also, how old is he?
Probably near
The
40.
fact that you're asking that question, you have no idea. He could either be 85 years old.
No, if he's like in his 40s, I think he looks fine.
He's like late 30s,
but
early
if he was like
40s.
22, it'd be like, ooh, that's a little rough. How old is he? Look it up.
I don't care. He's just not good. He does not have it going on. Look at him.
Yes, he looks like shit now, but if a normal him,
His beard is 7 colors.
Chad.
Who cares? It's
Look,
fine.
It's not fine. You're just saying this because you're used to
He
women
smokes
saying,
cigars.
like, oh my
He's
God.
got a little bit of the red, a little bit of the cigar tinge, a little bit of the black, and a little bit of the salt and pepper. Just like his hair.
I could beat this guy up. I'm pretty sure. For sure. Definitely.
This guy seems like the kind of guy who would find you in. And also, this studio's like an hour from here. So.
Yeah, but he'd be filled with anti-Semitic rage. So
Yeah, exactly. But I would just harvest the power of Moses inside of me and do it. Anyways, okay. So this guy said that.
Good
Okay.
commentary. Do you even know what he said?
Did we not click it?
No, we
No,
didn't.
we didn't
Okay,
listen
no,
to
that's
it.
okay. That's good. What's the next thing we go to, Dan?
Okay, well,
Do you want to comment on how Candace Owens looks next? Is that...
no, this is...
Wait. Summarize what we just listened to in that first link.
Well, Israel is a parasite, and they had JFK
For
killed.
what reason? And what else? You listen to 10 seconds of that.
Well, that's
that's really
JFK,
he said.
That's all he said.
They knew about 9/11.
Here we go. Listen.
Because I know that they're a fucking parasite. Like, they provide the U.S. absolutely no value. They've done so many things that, would constitute, an act of war against us. I mean, USS Liberty, Lebanon Affair, I mean, it can go on and on and on and on and on. But, I think they knew about 9/11. I think they had JFK assassinated. The first thing that he wanted to do, right before he died was, make AIPAC a foreign entity and not allow them to have nukes. And then all of a sudden, this fucking guy's dead. And Jack Ruby, who is Jack Rubenstein, I mean, it's just like
He's deep in the well, man.
I don't know, man. I can't ignore all the shit that they've done. They sold their secrets. Netanyahu lied to it.
You know what I think it is? Is that he's just fallen off so much. He's like, who could I possibly, like... I have a little bit. Who can possibly follow on? It's like
No,
people
I think
that love
he's so
Hamas.
rich he doesn't have to think about his thoughts. He's just like, I can assume these
Why didn't he
insane.
just stay being like the fucking rich dipshit that fucked random chicks? Why does he have to be like?
Because this is the next grift. It's like the same talking points. It's always the same talking points.
Okay.
By the way, the Lavon affair. First of all, I think it's Lavon. Isn't it Lavon affair? Lavon. I've heard it say. I've heard 2 people now say Lavon affair. I don't know where this comes from. I think it's the Lavon affair. I'm pretty sure that was in like 51 or 52.
I don't even know what that was.
Some Mossad people supposedly were trying to blow up. I think they were trying to blow up some shops at night in Cairo in order to stir up some sentiment in Egypt to get some stuff going on. But this is in it was like in the early 50s. I don't know what this would be like a war. This wasn't against the United States. I don't know why he's bringing that up unless it's just like a new talking point. This guy, do you know where he's from, by the way?
If I had to guess, Armenia or Iran.
Yeah, he's fucking Persian. I don't trust any of these people anymore. I think I'm becoming
not Persian
racist.
Jewish because Bet David.
I could just
sounds
tell
like,
immediately looking at the face.
What is Persian Jewish?
No, because Bet David, like his fucking last name, like it sounds Jewish.
Okay, like
the Middle
That's.
East and the world.
I don't know if Persian Jewish people are real.
All right,
but
let's-
he doesn't have that thing.
all right. Let's press play. Ready?
I'm
press
ready.
and
Be a
play.
better place if Israel didn't exist.
Yes.
Okay.
Israel's committed, so many terrorist attacks. They're stealing
fish.
land right now. They're operating apartheid. They're currently committing a genocide on Palestinians. Like, do you believe in the genocide they're committing?
I think they're fighting for themselves and they're defending themselves.
Do you think that's defense?
Well,
when 1,200 people died,
Yeah.
and of which the 1,200 you've killed, and admitted that you've killed a lot during, your
I
Hannibal.
will tell you this. The part I question where people who are Jewish can't stand when I say this, I don't know how you, Netanyahu, claim you have the best intelligence in the world, Mossad, and you didn't know that on October 7th they were
They
attacking
knew
you?
about it. They didn't. They wanted it to happen, so they had to.
You know what? I'll tell you, this man, you can see his nipples, disgusting. Okay, Chris Christie, his nipples, they're protruding from his shirt, right here. Look at that. I don't want to see your nipples. It's disgusting. Why you're not on the wide shot?
You never get headlights?
Look at that. Look. No, not at me, at the fucking screen.
Okay, they can see the screen.
They can't see the screen. I can see what they can see.
Okay, now they can.
Now they can't. They still can't see it. Oh, wait. Look. Nip shot right here. Nips. Disgusting. Trump
Daniel's just jealous
hates
you don't
the-
have pecs like him.
Why are you obsessed with this guy's nipples?
Well,
There have been worse nipples.
I approve of who Trump's approving of, and this guy is not it. Anyways, okay. How was Israel really founded, Candace Owens? Tell us.
Oh, pause. Okay, real quick.
Pause.
Pause.
Before they decided to establish.
Okay. We're obviously getting into it a little bit.
A little bit.
One of the most frustrating things about any of the IP discussions is like getting lumped in with these fuckers, like the fucking true anti-Semite, insane fucking pieces of shit.
You mean the ones that get the most views, the most popular, most important people
In
on
the
this?
fucking stupid right-wing
Yes.
spaces, no one is fucking coddling Candace Owens on the left for this shit. Like everyone, even those who are fucking like against what's going on in Israel and Gaza, are tired of people like this. Because when I first fucking came to you, the first time we talked about this shit,
Yes.
you were like fucking kind of reacting as if I was saying some Nick Fuentes shit. And like one of the things you have to do is consider there might be crossover in the talking points, but one is coming from a place of Jews are fucking evil, and another one's like some political analysis.
Shut the fuck up!
Stop. Why would you say that? Stop. Chill.
They
You don't
can't
even get
hear
reported
you.
in an apartment for screaming, right?
Well, I just did it.
Good job.
Please be
they
quiet.
made it quieter.
Anyway, play the fucking clip. I hate these people.
No, wait for this to end. Let's just sit and wait. Meditate. Have you ever meditated before?
No.
What do you do in temple? What the fuck do you go? Where do you go to? Do you ever go to temple?
It's a
Dan?
different kind of temple.
What do you call it? Synagogue?
I don't go to that either.
Why don't you go to any of the places?
Actually,
Because
Jewish
I
friend-
don't believe in the fucking magic sky god, bro.
You're so cringe.
But seriously, my Jewish friends call it temple. Is temple just the same as going to synagogue?
I would imagine they are the same place. Yes.
Okay.
There's not a different one, like a.
Well, because we call it
Like a pyramid
the
in
church going to church as Christians. So, well, as former
a good
Christians,
Wait,
but
Catholics go to mass. Do non-Catholics have mass, or is that just Christians
that's
or Catholics?
Catholics.
All right, let's watch
Okay.
Candace Owens, your
Oh
hero.
boy. Can't wait for Dan to watch it for 3 seconds
Fuck
and then
you,
say,
Dan.
"Oh my God, her nose is so big. I can't believe how big her nostrils are."
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Moons ago, before they decided to establish
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Israel as a country. I know you've read like the short version in the classroom, and it was like, oh, the Holocaust happened, and then we realized that Israel needs a state. No, that's not how it went down. That's not how it went down at the F all, okay? Catholics and Christians were going missing on Passover, and then they would find bodies, okay, across Europe, and they were able to trace them back to Jews. Blood libel. They weren't Jews, okay? These were Frankists. And so just like Leo Frank killed Mary Fagin on Passover back in 1913 or 1914, I can't remember the exact dates, he did it during Passover for a reason.
Do you know
This
the pause?
Frankish-
Pause.
Do you know the Leo Franken thing? Are you familiar with this? Are you a good Jew or no?
No, I have no idea what the fuck they're
Basically,
talking
anytime
about.
you hear somebody bring up that name, you instantly know they're Nazi. It's the easiest like Nazi talking point. But
I've never heard this one. So
Little
what the fuck
Franken?
happened?
Like
I'm not
Al
gonna tell you
Franken?
because you're gonna end up agreeing. So just keep playing.
Fuck you. Say the fucking thing.
It's
We got to
Because
send
I'm
you out
already
on a-
laughing at this person because it sounds fucking insane.
there was a I don't know if I would.
Go ahead.
There was a guy that owned a business a long time ago.
What was his name?
Leo Frank, I think.
Okay.
I thought it was just Leo Frank.
Okay.
There was a girl that got killed, and most likely it was a. I don't remember if it was a black. I think it was a black worker, janitor guy. I think either raped and killed her or killed her and stole her purse. And the police investigation was comically done. It was most likely pinned on the Jewish dude, and then the Jewish dude ended up getting originally sentenced to death. And I think the governor commuted his sentence to just life in prison. And then I think he got kidnapped from prison and lynched a couple years later.
America?
In America, in Atlanta, I think it might have been in Georgia.
Okay.
But everybody brings this story up because I think the ADL's founding was over this case, and so people always try to bring this up as they're like, oh, the ADL was founded to protect pedophiles because apparently every Jew is a pedophile. And that's
What part
this
of this did you think I was going to fucking believe?
Well, I
You
don't
were
know.
so
We'll see.
fucking...
Because there's enough because the story is weird enough that if you really want to believe the Jewish dude did it and like
What
framed the
part of
black
you makes
guy,
you think I want to do that? I am so... You son of a bitch.
go ahead,
Play.
keep going.
cult, which is masquerading behind Jews, still participates in this shit to this day, okay? Why would you want, as a small nation that is the size of New Jersey, okay, why would you want the pedophiles to flee there? Like, why would you want the pedophiles to be procreating? Unless the nation of Israel may have been established by some Frankists. And it's looking like Theodore Herzl's family was from the exact same area in Moravia and in Bohemia where the Frankist cult was founded.
The fuck is a Frankist?
Crazy.
Probably some Nazi
When you
shit.
get into his family, that, like, maybe...
Put 1.5 this.
I just don't. This is.
Go ahead.
You know what happened here? You know what's always the case with these people?
Yep, I do.
I do. Let me tell you what I think happened.
Go ahead, tell me.
I think that she got fucked over by her manager, who happened to be Jewish, and now her whole life is like, these fucking Jews. All right, I thought I was getting 10%. Okay, and they didn't do it. That's it. That's like
she was shitty like this beforehand, right? Like
She's always been on this. I hate these people that like do this like Babby's first journey through anti-Semitic tropes, and they're like, "Did you guys know? I just looked this up, and I can't fucking believe this. Have you ever heard of this thing called blood libel?" And it's like, yeah, okay. And it's like this. She's like, it's like Babby's. She like visited 4chan for the first time. She's like, "What? Every Jew rapes every child. What the fuck? I didn't know about any of this." And it's so disingenuous. Gosh, she's one of the worst people in this fucking country.
She thought it was weekly.
What?
Good one.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's go on to the next one.
We'll finish it. You might as well finish it.
Not really. We got more.
There's 20 seconds left in the clip.
There's so much more to go over.
This is what viewers feel like in my stream. I understand
Where's
it now.
this Jew JFK thing
Also,
coming
what's up
from?
with the white balance on this shit?
On what shit?
Her camera.
She's appealing to her audience.
It's like it's not. She's either recording on her cell phone or a webcam that she's got spliced like a cell phone. I think it's on a cell
An
phone.
ally, and we're not allowed to...
Wait, hold on. Pause.
About JFK.
Pause and go back and then put it on 1.5 or 2 times because you're not going to sit here and listen to the whole thing otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Put it on 1.75. Good middle ground. She's stupid enough to need to be boosted. Go. And then go back. Okay.
Or the USS Liberty. Yeah. The Mossad there on the day that JFK was shot. The arguments that he was having in the days preceding with their prime minister. Still classified. Okay, whatever. I know what they were arguing about. And then Jacob Rubinstein shoots the guy who said he didn't shoot the guy. Do you have a question about that? Do you anti-Semite? Don't come at me. I don't even want to hear questions. We're not allowed to ask about, even speak about the USS Liberty. The fact that, like, after October 7th, they jammed through a bill in Congress, okay? And they were like, we must have an October 7th Day of Remembrance in school. Kids must learn about the school. And we can't get one for the USS Liberty. Okay, that means your nation is being held hostage by a foreign power. Yeah. Do you think it's normal, by the way, that basically every person who speaks about Israel has to basically say a statement that's like, I don't want to get killed? like literally, you know, speaking about people are like, Candace, beef up your security. That's not fucking normal. It's not normal that people have to think about their security because, and by the so then the way that you get comfortable with it is you're like, well, they shot JFK in an open car, so there's not. I'm just sitting president. I mean, obviously, my security doesn't really matter.
Pause for a second.
Pause.
I need the mouse. If it's going to take you 20 seconds to do it. Okay, just as a heads up, okay? Supposedly, I was one of Israel's biggest fucking sellout people ever. She didn't run a security check or ask me anything about the Mossad or anything being in my apartment. So it's kind of funny that she was like in my place. And apparently, but she's like so worried about being assassinated by a Mossad operative. Okay, keep playing. This is the last one. Go.
Just to be clear.
What?
Except for
You say just to be clear too much.
Okay.
the one that, took over ours, and that's the truth, okay? We are an occupied nation, and if it's going to take women, like, having to speak up and say that to make permission, like, to give permission to men to do the same, then I'm happy to be the first person, okay? I just want to be clear. Anything happens to me, blame the Zionists. Like, 1,000% blame the Zionists. Like, let that be my parting words, okay? The more you look into the little network of psychopaths, they all close each other. The Zionists on the right are the same as the Zionists on the left, and it should be an easy
They don't kill people. They just...
She's so fucking stupid. But
Yeah.
I mean, then again, what am I?
Well, it's not stupid. She's doing the super standard
To make money.
anti-Semitic. Yeah, that's just the.
You think it's to make money? Because
Yeah,
she
of
seems to
course.
have a little bit of a bent. She had this before her fallout with Ben. It was the start of the fallout
She's been
with
doing this
Ben.
for a couple of years, but this is a money making thing. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
I don't think she believes any of this shit.
God.
What's the next? What's next?
What's next? Let me close some of these tabs because I want to close them.
How are you closing them so fast? Middle click?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we don't want any more. Okay. Just Pearly Things asks why Candace Owens. Oh my God.
Who put this in the fucking doc? Who gives a fuck about this chick anymore?
August. He wants me to react to political shit. And he
We're
wants-
reacting. How is real Candace O monetized on YouTube still? LOL.
She's ass mad because she got demonetized, and now Candace Owens is a literal Nazi, and she's wondering how Candace Owens is still
I'd
monetized.
say that's a
probably.
fair question. How's the Nazi monetized, but the anti-woman is demonetized?
What is the date today? The 20th? Is it too late? For real, go off, queen. Oh my God. Go
got too much brandy
off. There. Damn it. For real, go off, queen. Slay. There we go. Perfect. Okay.
Dan drunk texting in the middle of the day.
All right. Next. Sarah Carter, District of Columbia, DC. Stop typing.
Nope, now I'm tweeting.
My statement on real Candace O. I've known Candace for some time. Hey, remember Candace is like Candace Dick?
Yep, we all know that joke, Dan.
Yeah. Anyways, I've known Candace for some time and admired her work. Admired? Oh my God. We have an admirer of the work of Candace here. Oh my God.
Wait, when did she come to my apartment? What was the date on that? That was this year, right?
That was like 3 months ago, 4
Yeah,
months
okay,
ago.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. What's Blexit?
That's black people exiting
Oh.
the building because.
But Blexit it refers to the idea that like black people need to leave the plantation of the Democratic Party because they're all captured by the Democratic Party and they all need to go become good conservative House people.
So she's known Candace for some time and admired her work. Oh my God. Her work, I admire it on Blexit. And as a valued voice in the conservative moment, sadly, something has gone wrong with Candace so that she is now engaging in and spreading the most vile and vicious Jew-hating conspiracy theories, some of them dating back to the depths of the ignorance from the Middle Ages.
Did you know that Jews were blamed for the fucking plague?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like there were dozens of pogroms.
The whole point of Jews, the unique part of Jews and why they get so much shit is that we're like a cool kids club, okay? We don't want you. Make it difficult for you to join. It's invitation only, okay? It's not like your lame clubs, your Christian clubs, your Catholic clubs where you guys are out there trying to get everyone to join. Hey, come be a Christian. We don't want you, okay? That's the difference. That's why it's very cool, very exclusive, okay?
I don't think that's where the hate comes from. I think it's like...
It's all where it comes from. It's an exclusive club that you're not invited to and we don't let you in.
I think it's whatever the Christian equivalent of patriarchy is, because like once Europe switched over to Christianity and the Jews still held on to their religion, I think a lot of people were like, well, fuck them, they're heathens, they didn't accept our savior, blah blah blah, and they were the ones to scapegoat for everything.
Well, yeah, they're a good scapegoat, right? It's like a secretive invite only club.
I don't think it's that part. I think it's the lack of accepting Christ, not the secret cabal.
It's not the, I mean, Islam doesn't accept Christ, right? They think it's a false prophet.
He's a prophet. But they didn't kill him like Jews did.
Jews didn't kill Jesus.
Okay.
It was a Roman.
All right.
We were just like, that dude over there. That dude. Him! Get him! That motherfucker right there! That motherfucker right there! No, sorry, but that wasn't us. It was a Roman dude that did it, okay? So the Romans killed him, not us. Anyways. Okay. Her false ideology spreads like a deadly cancer. I condemn Candace Dick Owens. I condemn her disgraceful fall to espousing pure anti-Semitism, and I know there is no room in the conservative movement for an anti-Semite like Owens.
Who is this person?
Yeah, you know what this person is? A person desperate for attention that nobody knew about, so now they decided to like disown Candace Owens, and everyone's like, who the fuck are you again?
Well, scroll down. How many likes does she have? 12,000. Who is this person? Click her account. Is she like anybody or?
Oh, it's Sarah Carter. You don't know? A Fox News contributor.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
1.5 million followers. How many followers do you have, Steve?
About 260,000 real followers.
260. What percent of 1.5 is that?
200%.
That's like one.
If you're a woman,
go look at her engagement.
Is she gonna let a woman beat
Go
you?
look at her engagement, Dan.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll down.
Oof. Yikes.
This is from
Yikes.
11
And it's a
minutes.
picture.
11 minutes
And
ago.
it's a picture.
Oh, you know, let's scroll down a little bit more before we get too frisky. Okay. We'll compare. Okay. 1.8.
That's a repost. Nice try, though. It's okay, Dan. You'll learn.
331.
Okay.
That's
This
2
account
hours
is
ago.
also not ran by her exclusively. This is ran by other people.
You're like a conspiracy theorist.
Look
now.
at it. You think she's at her computer tweeting the whole videos and AI
that's your
images?
job. That's
Scroll
her
up. There are
job.
literally AI images posted on this account. Scroll up.
Aegon
Yeah, that's right. He's
is
on
in
it.
charge here.
Who's Aegon? What is Aegon?
Some random
You
weird
don't
dude,
ask.
yeah.
You don't ask who's part of Aegon Club.
Aegon Targaryen?
Yes.
Especially now that there's money to be made in
Oh,
having
wait,
the
no,
Twitter
actually,
accounts.
no, I'm sorry. I've seen this meme. What the fuck is Aegon?
It's just some weird like guy that does propaganda that has
We're not going to
recorded a lot
talk
of
about it
videos or
because we
whatever.
want to live, and the Russians will fucking kill you if you bring them up.
True.
Okay.
He's in
And
chat.
they will
He's
kill
watching
you
us.
too.
Activate the deep cover illegals.
I'm safe. I have a mulligan. They'll come and let me know. You don't have that. Okay. You're just going to get
Your
fucking
wife, is that it?
Yeah.
She's protecting you,
You'll
the
get-
secret SVR agent?
Exactly. What about if my wife is deep cover?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, then
What
it
if
should
she
be
is?
FSB.
Deep cover. 20 years. Someone said that I was a Russian.
You work in tech. You know,
Shill.
you do realize that you are actually in a position where
I am.
she might actually have a reason to be an illegal and be with you.
But
And
then again, I was a fucking unemployed retard when she met me. Actually, no, I was working.
she saw great things.
I was
she
in the
knew.
Coast Guard.
She was smart. She was a good agent.
She was
Unlike
I don't know
Anna
how good.
Chapman.
I don't know how good you can be to predict future potential out of someone.
The Russians are really
Only the
good at it.
best.
Okay, she made me. She did make me. All right. Anyways, all right, Sarah Carter, good job calling out. Candace Owens claims that no Zionist will debate her and wants people in her Twitter space, but doesn't want Destiny because he's a sexual deviant. True. Okay.
True, but what does that have to do with?
Meanwhile, she's talking to Andrew Tate and Dan Bilzerian and says he's being blackmailed by Israel.
Wait, did she?
Well,
That's super.
here we go.
Blackmail, pornography, and we know
You've already watched this. How would you not know this?
I didn't hear her say this.
Well, you're watching. You see this guy right here in the bottom left? This guy with the goatee instead of the beard? Mm-hmm. You think a goatee looks good on you?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It's classic Destiny.
All right, Ray, we're press. Oh my God! Look, you didn't notice this right here. Look, a little Hitler stash.
Nice.
Okay, press and play. Ready?
Yep.
know for a fact that there have been tons of, blackmail things that have taken place, whether they involved the Mossad. And of course, talking about Jeffrey Epstein, we do know the Mossad was involved in that, and there's absolutely no accountability. Do you think the reason for that is because Israel has secured, through mechanisms of blackmail, a stranglehold on all the people that are in office today? And by the way, I believe that there are some commentators.
Yeah.
I'm okay, thank you. I've had enough alcohol at fucking 3 p.m. in the afternoon. All right. Here you go, buddy.
I don't want that.
Oh, okay.
I don't put that shit on ice, you fucking heathen. That's a $120 bottle of brandy and you put ice in it.
All right, anyways, whatever.
She didn't even mention me. You didn't even get to that part. That's okay. Keep going. What's the next link?
Okay. Tate uses voice notes to scold girl. Listen to 4645.
We should hear how he talks to somebody like Amelia when he doesn't think it's going to be on the news.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turn me on. Why am I like that? Why? I'm one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't
Tate?
like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to.
These are
That's what it is. I'm the
This
smart.
is how I imagine your sexual
nice.
conversations
These are
go.
voice notes that Tate left. I think it was either on Snapchat or something else to some girl that he was
Oh
supposedly
yeah, this is how I
flirting
leave.
with or something.
These are like the DMs I leave for my wife.
Absolutely.
The same thing, basically, same caliber.
First
These
person
are
on
pretty
this
old
fucking
though, I
planet.
think.
Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out.
I'm like, come on, bitch.
Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
So that's not great.
Oh, we've made it past 4645. Okay, that was it. How do you feel about those voice notes?
I feel amazing.
They feel amazing.
Yep.
Do you leave similar notes?
Only to your
notes?
mom.
To my mom.
Yep.
I thought we've talked about this. Voice note senders are psychopaths.
Unless they're to Dan's mom. She loves voice notes.
She does, but she's old. Okay, Candace Owens recommends kids skip college and go to Andrew Tate's Hustler University instead. You know, this Hustler University thing, not all it's cracked up to be.
That
Doesn't sound
changes
like it.
the context of your debate entirely. It's not just her saying don't go to college. It's saying go to Tate's Hustler
Yeah, it's almost like she's a giant grifting dipshit. Wow.
And you take a look at what you and your brother have built. And
Stop. Pause.
I had not
Pause.
Put the maximize the video. Holy shit. Yes. Go back to the beginning and then put play again.
Back to beginning.
Yep. There you go.
Play.
and you take a look at what you and your brother have built, and
I had not even realized how successful Hustler University was. It's a full disruption to traditional education system that most kids can afford and don't need to go into six-figure debt for, because it's $49.99 for a course. And I actually hired someone not realizing they were a Hustler University graduate, and they've been an incredible employee.
Yes.
And this is a person from the wrong side of the tracks who now has an opportunity, and he's learning how to make money in this world, and he's not doing it because he has to first figure out how to pay all of these debts like I did with student loans.
Okay, wait. What is it? Hustlers U doesn't like teach you to like do, or is the Sneeko model where you teach someone how to like do clipping and all that shit?
Some of it was to show how to manipulate and sex traffic women. The really early versions of it was, I don't know, maybe. And then I think they just have like generic courses on like how to edit and go viral, but like it's all trash content. Like I've never seen anything leaked from there. They don't have produced like anybody that's like of value or anything. So I think the biggest thing is you're just paying to like give money to your internet daddies, and you might be in a Discord room with them. And if they need work on something, they might hire you for it. But yeah.
All right.